Welcome back to another episode of the Even Your Dynasty Show. It is Tuesday, which means it is time for our minor league update for last week for the dates of August 12th through August 18th. Welcome if you're listening on YouTube or if you're listening on Spotify. Appreciate the support, everyone. You can find me also on X at EYD Show down in the bottom left corner of the screen. If you enjoy the content we put out, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all the support. We're hoping to get to 700 subscribers by the end of the season. So we're well on our way. I think we'll be able to get there. It will be a little bit of a light week. Fair warning. I'm going to do this video, and I'm hoping to at least get maybe one more, as well as maybe a live show on Thursday. We usually do them every week. I have family in town. We had our daughter's first birthday this last week, so might be a little bit of a lighter week. Just a fair warning. But starting off with the Sacramento River Cats, number 9 prospect, and I remind everybody that we had a big shakeup on the top 30 list. Lots of movement, guys, different spots. You're going to hear a lot of different prospects today. I'll still be talking about some of the other ones that maybe got booted off the list, but just fair warning. Number 9 prospect Mason Black went 4 innings, 3 earned runs, 3 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, through 76 pitches, 45 of them for strikes. Had a couple good outings in a row, kind of struggled in the last one, battled his command a bit. Number 15 prospect Trevor McDonald, 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 7 hits, a walk, 4 strikeouts, through 78 pitches, 46 for strikes. He didn't start the game, so it might have been a little bit of a different, role for him. They threw Tristan Beck. They threw somebody else right after Beck. I don't remember who it was. And then McDonald came in and threw the last 5 innings. So a little bit of a different role. He got a starter load, but through, from the 5th through 9th innings. Number 18 prospect Wade Meckler. He's had a really good week, especially at the plate. He went 8 for 23, 1 home run, 2 triples, a double, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. I mean, the guy can hit. I mean, it's plain and simple, but until he can figure out his defense, he doesn't really have any business being in San Francisco, because similar to kind of a Luciano situation, he's just unplayable in the outfield. So they need to figure out, either he's going to have to improve in the outfield or they need to move him to like second base or something like that, which might be a good spot for him. The Giants don't really have that position figured out right now. So it wouldn't be the worst thing to try and move him back there where he played in college. Number 26 prospect Carson Seymour, 5 innings pitched, no earned runs, 1 hit, 7 strikeouts through 62 pitches, 41 for strikes. Super efficient. Best start of the year for him. It was really good. Fastball and slider were really, really solid in this outing. Yeah, I mean, he has good stuff. He's a little bit on the older side as far as prospects go. You'd think with his stuff that he would, his production would be a little better, but he's been sitting around about a 5 ERA in Sacramento all season. So he's had some outings like this. I mean, he flashes. I'm not sure if he's ever going to have the consistency that we'll see him at the major league level. Marco Luciano went 2 for 15, a walk, 6 strikeouts. Pretty quiet week for him. Luis Matos, 4 for 24, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, and a stolen base. The strikeouts were kind of the shocking thing for him. Usually, little over 25% for the week, which is very abnormal for Luis Matos. He's usually like 10%, maybe. David VR went 5 for 21, a double, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Hunter Bishop continues to struggle. He went 3 for 20 with a home run, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and a stolen base. You are going to see the home run came off Johnny Cueto. For anybody that was wondering, he was in the Angels system. I think he may have just gotten called up too. I heard something about that. Blake Sable, 3 for 16 with a home run, a triple, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Defensively, I mean, he's improved since last season behind the plate. I haven't really seen him at first base as much. But offensively, he's just really struggling to hit in the PCL. And until he does that, it's pretty hard to justify bringing him up to San Francisco when he's not even hitting down there. Camilo Doval, he had a rough first outing, 2 weeks ago, when he got sent down, where he was actually like a pitch short of an immaculate inning, and then kind of the wheels fell off on the inning. But he did appear in 3 games this week, 3 innings pitched, no hits, no walks, no earned runs, 3 strikeouts. Super efficient. One of the innings, he threw 9 pitches, and 8 of them were strikes. So he's taking the challenge to throw strikes that they've given him, and he's doing it so far. So hats off to him. Hopefully he can just keep it up. Moving over to Richmond, they went 1-5 versus Harrisburg, 57 and 60, or sorry, 51 and 63 on the year. Number 17 prospect Diego Velasquez went 7 for 20, a triple, and 5 strikeouts. Not a huge amount of pop, but he's basically putting up his normal numbers in Double A, and that's a really good sign. So it's a pretty small sample size still, but he can hit, and I like it. And he has a little bit of sneaky power in his bat. You see it on the triple. He put one hop the fence. He's hit a couple home runs down in Richmond or over in Richmond already, and the speed is there. He's not elite speed, but he has plus speed. He's got double-digit stolen base potential, maybe even like 20 stolen bases potential, and he can hit. So hopefully he just keeps going, and the defense is really solid at second base. Number 21 prospect Jack Choate, 4 2/3 innings, 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts, threw 78 pitches, 48 for strikes. Did battle his command a bit, but battled through it. Almost got through 5 innings, but he's been solid this season. He struggled a bit since he's made it to Double A. Jairo Pomares, 3 for 23, a home run, 6 strikeouts. Had a rough week. He had been playing pretty decent. Had a rough week. Did finish it on a high note. Hit a home run in the pouring rain. Kind of crazy that he was able to pull that off, but good for him. Victor Barracoto, 4 for 19, a double, 5 strikeouts, and 2 stolen bases. Pretty quiet week for him. And then Will Bednar continues to struggle. Pitched in 2 games, 2 2/3 innings, 3 earned runs, 2 hits, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Moving on to Eugene, they went 3-3 on the week versus Hillsboro. They're now 54 and 59 on the season. Starting off with their number 1 prospect in the system, Bryce Eldridge, who went 8 for 23 with 3 home runs, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts, and made a nice diving play. As you'll see in the replay or in the highlights here, made a nice diving play at first base. Guy is he's a star, man. Like he is just so good for a 19-year-old. He is very advanced. The walk rate is insane right now. The strikeout rate is manageable. He's starting to show the power in high A. They're really going to have to think hard about maybe giving him a cup of coffee at Double A before the season's up. And he's making a push for 20 homers, which would be cool for a teenage prospect. And the RBI totals, which I'm not a person that likes to really care about RBIs in minor leagues, but when you look, has like 75 and 86 games or something like that right now. He's driving in runs. I mean, this is hopefully the big middle of the order bat that the Giants have been desperate for years. So sky's the limit for this guy. It's just pretty incredible to watch him right now. Joe Whitman, their number 7 prospect, 4 2/3 innings, 3 earned runs, 7 hits, a walk, 5 strikeouts, threw 77 pitches, 52 of them for strikes. Number 13 prospect, Averson Arteaga, is now up in high A. He had the thoracic outlet syndrome, missed over half the season, went to the complex league, got a little bit of a cup of coffee there, and now he's back up in high A. He went 0 for 16 with 2 walks and 6 strikeouts, though. Trent Harris, their number 19 prospect, bullpen arm, really live arm, 4 1/3 innings, no earned, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts. Really good week. Number 25 prospect Jonah Cox seems to finally be getting it going a little bit in high A. He went 5 for 19 with a triple, a walk, and 9 strikeouts. Charlie County, 5 for 21, home run, a double, 6 strikeouts, a stolen base. A little quieter week than we've seen from him, but he's still having a ton of success in high A. He is a bit of an older prospect. The older guys I usually don't really hyper focus on until they get to about Double A, just because they are so much older than most of the players in those leagues when they're in A ball or high A. that they frankly should play very well in those environments. So, but if he wasn't playing well, it'd be a bigger concern. So good for him that he's having a really good season. Quinn McDaniel, 3 for 19, a home run, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, and a stolen base. Continues to, fight the swing and miss quite a bit, which is really limiting his production at the moment. He's hitting about 230 now on the season, but the power's there, the speed's there, the defense is there. He's versatile. He can play second, short, center. Um, he's just struggling right now at the plate. O'Neal Perez, he went 5 for 10 with a double, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a stolen base. They continue to not play him more than about 3 days a week, 3 or 4 days in a week. It's kind of disappointing. I feel like they need to find a way to get his bat in the lineup more frequently, but uh, he's having himself a solid year at least. I mean, it's a little bit of a step back after last season. I think we had a little higher hopes with his offense, but when you're not playing every day, it does get difficult. Moving over to San Jose, they went 4-2 versus Stockton. They are now 65 and 48 on the season. This is where the bulk of their top prospects are now. It's shifted quite a bit as the season has gone. Starting off with number 3 prospect James Tibbs the third. He went 12 for 23, 3 doubles, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. He did cut the strikeouts back this week. They're still a little bit high overall at the level. Frankly, he needs to just get pushed up. You look at how all these other teams around the league are handling their early first round draft picks, and you're seeing guys over in double A already. The A's just moved Nick Kurtz to double A. He went straight from A ball to double A. They skipped high A. I'm not necessarily saying Tibbs needs to just jump up to double A, but get this guy to Eugene. Like, I get the power hasn't really shown yet, but he's dominating the level without the power. I mean, he's hitting over 400 right now. In a small sample size, it's like 45 plate appearances or so, or 40 something plate appearances. But still, like these guys, like part of the get drafting him was he's an advanced hitter and he doesn't need to sit here in the lower levels forever. So just get him up. Number 4 prospect Carson Wisenhunt made a rehab start in San Jose. 3 innings pitched, no earned runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Hopefully, we'll see him back up in Sacramento. I'm actually going to 2 Sacramento River Cats games this week in Tacoma, hoping to see maybe a Wisenhunt appearance, maybe on Saturday when we go to that game. That'd be pretty sweet. Number 8 prospect Walker Martin, 5 for 22, a double, and 14 strikeouts. He, in my opinion, is a big Arizona Fall League candidate. He has, for a guy that had an above average hit tool, that's how they looked at him coming out of college. He is striking out an insane amount. So this guy needs to just play and keep playing and keep playing. And I think they really ought to get him into the Fall League so he can get another 30 games or so under his belt this season. Number 20 prospect Jacob Bresnahan, the guy that they received for Alex Cobb. 4 innings pitched, no earned runs, no hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Their number 22 prospect, Robert Hipwell, he's struggled a little bit the last week or so. Went 2 for 16, a home run, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Lefty, has some really nice power, plays a good third base. Might be a guy that they're hoping kind of develops into that third baseman of the future if they decide to re-sign Chapman for 3 or 4 years. It might be kind of the hope there. I do think behind Casey Schmidt, they don't really have many guys to put at third base unless they're going to move Luciano over there. I'm not sure Luciano necessarily has the hands for third, but they're kind of in a tight spot. So I think that's where you can really expect to see them go hard at getting Matt Chapman extended. Number 27 prospect Jose Ortiz. He did not play this week. I think he's on the 7-day IL currently, but he is on the San Jose roster. Just wanted to mention him because he's one of the shifts in the top 30 list. Number 28 prospect Bo Davidson. He had himself a huge week. 10 for 19, 3 home runs, 2 triples, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. He's 22 years old. This was a guy that went undrafted coming out of college. The Giants signed him for like $10,000, something like that. He's a pretty cool story. A little on the older side, but 22 is not too bad. He really needs to be in high A. Like he has shown the last probably 3 weeks he is way too good for A ball in San Jose. They need to get him up. He's playing phenomenal. Number 30 prospect Josh Bostic, 3 innings pitched, 5 earned, 5 hits, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. Struggled quite a bit this week. Ryan Reckley, we got you're gonna get your first look of him on my channel as far as highlights go. 3 for 18, a home run, a double, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. He had himself a horrible week, and then on Sunday, the last game of the week, he went 3 for 3 with the home run and double. So had himself a really nice game. Both the highlights you'll see are from that. Hopefully it gets him going because it's good to see him. I like the tools. I will say watching him play, his at bat quality has seemed pretty solid. He works a lot of deep counts. The results haven't been there for him. So hopefully he can get that going. Moving over to the Dominican Summer League, number 16 prospect Johnny Level continues to play really well. 5 for 15, a home run, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Number 24 prospect Yohendry Sanchez, who is their second highest rated international signee this last signing period. He did not play. He is on the IL, but he was another of the adjustments to the rankings, so wanted to bring him up. And the number 29 prospect Oliver Tejada, 4 for 21, a double, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. He has had himself a really good season, though, overall in the DSL. Just had himself a tough week. That is it for the minor league update. I'm hoping to be able to put out a couple of videos this week of just some action from a couple of the games because I'm going to, like I said, 2 of the AAA games. So hopefully I'll be able to take a couple of videos. I'll probably drop them in the YouTube Shorts or on my X account. So if you're not following there, do check it out. And otherwise, you can probably see them on the Shorts. I'll probably post them there if I get a couple good highlights. So other than that, appreciate the support, everyone. Like I said, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll get back at it probably on Thursday. I don't think I'll be on the NorCal Sports Network tomorrow. Just with the family in town, it's just not probably going to happen on that end. But appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Go Giants.